A man becomes wise when he learns to filter the signal from the noise and the truth from the lies in order to find the diamonds in the dirt. My friends, everything a booming today. What a booming Friday. As we look across the board, we see everything up. Let's first look at the S&P 500, up almost 1% today. Now, no volume standing out at us, so again, just moving up to higher highs. The last week, 5, 10, 13. This week, the high during the day, 513.29. So again, higher high, looking great. We can see on the 2-day and the half-day, we can see over the last 2 days on the half-day chart, the way that things have just arched up and gotten stronger. We can see on the 2-day and the half-day, we are decently above that weekly trend line, and this market just keeps on going up. And as long as you're printing money backed by nothing, you're flooding it into the economy, inflating the bubble. What do you think happens to stuff that has real value like the stock market? Well, it becomes worth more as your dollars become worth less and as it costs you more for everything. So it should not surprise you. Nothing to see here except the government screwing us. That's my own political commentary there. I think it's very well economically based, and for the training I've had with an undergraduate and a graduate degree in business, I would say that, I wouldn't say with a lot of authority, but with a lot of experience, that's what I see happening. Now, so what does it mean? Well, it means hopefully you're watching this move and you are going with it. Now, again, we don't give investment advice here. We're an education firm, but I hope your money's in the right place where you are taking advantage of this inflation in real things. But again, that's not advice, not going to give advice. Don't get paid for advice. But we do want to educate you so you have an understanding as to what's going on and know how to read a stock chart. Let's jump into the NASDAQ 100. It was up even more, 1.51%. Again, lagging throughout the week, but more than made up for it. On Friday, we had a spinning top last week. The high was 440.59. This week, 446.58. So again, just booming up. We can see again for the last 2 days on that half-day chart, just spiking and growing. And of course, we see on the 2-day chart, look at all that volume. Now, I don't have the volume for the week, but we do for the last 2 days. And again, half-day and 2-day, decently above that weekly trend line. So as we've said all week, we've continued long in stocks. We stay that way. Now, let's look at the least of the gainers for the day, and that is 20-year bonds. We ended up with just a little spinning top, almost a doji for the week. Didn't have any outstanding volume. The last high volume we've seen above average, of course, goes back to the week beginning the 29th of January, where we had a long wick on the top of a short green candle, little wick on the bottom. And then since then, we had, well, after that, we had 3 weeks of down movement. And this week, where it's flat and up a little bit. Again, don't have any volume to lead the way for us. We do on the 2-day see at least average volume here. We haven't seen that since the 14th and 15th of February. But again, maybe there's a turnaround. Maybe this next week it'll just keep rolling over down, but we shall see. Again, don't have volume to lead the way, so we are still potentially in a down move here, although we weren't excited about the rollover anyway, were we? Not anything to excite us with it because we've not had any volume to lead the way for us, or follow-up volume. We had that interim peak, but then we didn't have high volume when things rotated over. So what does that mean? It means that you don't jump in like a dummy. You wait, watch, and see. Take your time. You want to trade the things that feel good and look good and are working. Now let's move on to gold. Gold up 1.89%, our biggest gainer for the day, even more than the Bitcoin ETF. And look at that. We see the spike on the wick going above what we have called our ceiling, this purple line, for quite a while. We can take that all the way back to May the 1st of May last year where gold has bounced off. We'll see if it'll push through. Hasn't done that yet on the candle. Gotten really close back on the week beginning the 26th of December. But again, maybe that's where we are going. Now, we see on the 2-day, it's sitting right there on that purple line. We can see on the half day where it has pushed through it at the end of the day. So maybe things will be going. Spike in volume there, almost average volume this week. Almost average on the down move, but didn't start off that strong. So we'll wait, watch, and see as we jump into this next week where gold is going. Again, exciting. I'm hoping gold is getting ready to take off. I will tell you this, you're looking for something to do with gold to potentially practice trade. Look at GDX. That is the gold miners. We've talked about this some, particularly with the Patreon members. When you look at GDX, it has been going down strong this week, though. We had a red spinning top with higher than average volume. Could that portend a turnaround? Pay close attention to what happens this next week. If you're interested in gold, these are gold miners. This is the gold miner ETF put out by VanEck. So pay attention to that. You can see also where we had high volume, where it hit before. So again, right near this same low. In fact, let's see how close it is. The low on the week beginning the 12th of February was 25.68. This week, the low, 25.67. So virtually the same with that high volume. Might be showing us we have a bottom. Let's see. And if things turn around and start showing us a green candles with high volume, that'll make us feel good about jumping into a practice trade going up on gold. Would love to see it spike up as it did last time. So we'll keep an eye on that. Remember, there's always a bull market somewhere, right? Now let's move on from gold and look at HODL up for the day 1.75%. We have now finished, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still have 12 weeks left to start getting an average volume here on this new ETF. We've had it for a little while on the half day, be coming soon on the 2-day. But as we look, of course, Bitcoin continued to rocket up. We're going to turn to the 24-hour day Bitcoin chart to have our average. We can see that we are well above average on the volume for this week. Long wick on top, nice big green candle. When we look at things for the first day of this latest 2-day candle, we can, of course, see that we've not hit the high previous to the Wednesday. Thursday, we'll keep an eye on this. You can check it on Sunday, see how it's doing. But you can see on the 195-minute chart how things on, let's see, this was Thursday morning and afternoon rolled down, and then started moving up through the evening, flattened out during the day, and then popped up starting at 2:30 on Friday. So again, this 24-hour a day Bitcoin chart we're looking at primarily to be able to see our average volume, which doesn't translate exactly to HODL, but this is the best we can do, folks, with what we have with a new chart. Since VanEck closed XBTF, because of all the new ETFs coming online, spot Bitcoin and all that. They closed that one down, started this new one, HODL. So again, we've been long in Bitcoin. We're staying long in Bitcoin. We'll see how long this move continues to go. Just so you know, the high this week, again, $64,000. That is beautiful. And we look at where the high is for HODL, 72. 79, opening around 55.92, and again, just a beautiful week. The low, 55.92. So again, a beautiful week. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. We appreciate you. Have questions, problems, concerns, reach out to us. You really appreciate what we do. Hey, how about sponsoring the channel with a Patreon membership at any of the 3 levels? First thing you're going to get is our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. We appreciate you.